Hey, this is how I see it. We should play this game for life.
What game?
Mackin Hangin.
Welcome back to the Mackin Hangin Podcast. It's your host Trey, and we just having a crazy ass Valentine's Day celebration and shit.
Yes.
I'm still here with my nigga Naj,
Here.
Dre,
Get him, Dre.
Rico,
What up, though?
and my crazy ass and shit. How was y'all boys' week?
Shit was cool, man.
It was a week.
I caught up on my sleeping and shit, so it was lit. Got all my baby shower shit out the way with some of that shit, so it was cool.
Oh yeah, my nigga got the baby shower. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna buy you and shit. I was that close to just buying you a motherfucking Game Boy.
You're welcome, nigga.
So, nigga, play Mario Kart. That shit gonna be fine. What about you, Dre?
I mean, I ain't do shit, man. I work. That's it, yo.
Rico.
My week was cool. We had a little leak out the house, so we had to get that shit fixed. But other than that, shit was.
Cause I had a gas leak and shit. That nigga was still sleeping and shit.
We had a shower leak. Luckily, that shit was a real small fix, so we got that shit out the way.
Okay. Real nigga issue. I went to the movies this weekend and shit. Went to go check out that escape room. That shit was kind of ill.
That shit was fire. Oh shit, we also forgot to mention that Mel is back and shit. You know, she ain't jumping on the mic though. She just here to judge us and shit.
Your big head ass.
But nah, she back though. But I mean, my week was pretty cool and shit. I ain't do shit. I was just trying to figure out ways of not getting damn parking tickets and shit. I've been getting parking tickets every damn day of the week and shit.
Yeah, your week sound horrible as fuck, my G.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all niggas. I went to Popeyes, got that $5 box, and I was throwing up for like 2 days straight and shit.
Hey, yo, that Popeye's been slipping lately, yo. Last time I went there, that shit was trash.
Yeah, that shit was nasty as a motherfucker.
And them niggas that I went there, right? I asked them specifically and shit for extra dipping sauce. When I asked her for the sauce and shit, like when she gave my food, I said again, like, yo, did you put my extra sauce in there? I got back to the crib, I had no sauce in that motherfucker and shit. That shit was horrible.
Getting all that,
and that shit was trash.
Yo, that 3 V's in the biscuit, yo, that's like devil food, yo. That shit is the worst.
That shit trash, yo.
Nah, I was hyped up when I seen they had that $5 box back and shit. I was like, oh shit, let me get that with the spicy joint and shit.
I'd much rather just hit the taco truck and call it one.
I mean, it's diarrhea either way, but you know, whatever, continue and shit.
Hell yeah. But no, so Valentine's Day is approaching and shit, and this shit been having my ass stressed out like hell. I've been trying to figure out ways of making this shit working. So what y'all niggas got planned for Valentine's Day and shit?
I don't know. I got some cool shit. I kind of cannot say it on the podcast, cause most definitely my girl gonna listen to it. But yeah, I got some cool shit. Some low budget, make at home. Some DIY. So what's it called? Do yourself.
DIY.
Some DIY. Yeah, some shit. Yeah, straight up. But yeah, Friday's gonna be lit though. So the weekend's gonna be lit, so it's cool.
Yeah, I got some fire shit planned too. And shit. I've been stretching that budget pretty damn lean, though, and shit. Like, all right, so I got $10 more for this right here. And then if my card get declined, nigga, you still gonna be straight. Just know you get paid the day after and shit.
Yeah, I got some cool shit. Yo, I got some cool. It's gonna be lit. I'll let y'all niggas know later on. But I got some cool shit coming in the mail for me.
I mean, you can tell them about the Cupid shit, right? When you wearing a diaper and shit, my G.
We forgot about dressing up like that and shit.
Yeah, this nigga said he's gonna dress up as Cupid, my G.
I don't know who Cupid is.
My nigga said he was gonna have a diaper.
I don't know who Cupid is. I don't know who that is and shit.
Nah, I'm with you, Naj. My plan sounds similar and shit. And I ain't gonna say it's gonna be mild, but I ain't gonna go too crazy. I'm gonna do something like real personal this year around this shit.
Gotta keep that shit on the rap, cause our girl be listening like shit.
Yeah, nigga can't tell all the goodies.
Nigga gonna say this whole thing. Your girl not gonna be surprised at all.
Shit. So babe, this is what you need to expect. I already got the plane tickets and shit.
Y'all about to go to Europe? Y'all going to Paris?
Hell yeah, that's what we had to do.
Nigga finna propose on the Eiffel Tower and
Born
shit.
by your... Damn, I was born by... Damn, I can't say it.
All you do is dude only know how to say French fry with his slow ass.
Oh, this nigga getting respect. Oh, this nigga.
He hit him with the zinger, fam.
Yeah, he hit him with the zinger. Everybody know Rico is a nigga on the pod that can't spell it.
Or can read. He can barely count.
Excuse me, miss, what is this word? Rico. Oh shit! I thought that said recount. And shit. Hell no. But nah, so I don't know if we keeping up with the shit that happened last podcast. We was all talking about Jesse. That nigga Drake
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, Smollett. Because Jay was about to correct the fuck out of me.
He's ready. He's ready, yo. He's ready.
What? Nah, but so more as the evidence started to pour in more and more and shit. Dude ass was lying like a motherfucker.
Hell
and
yeah.
now it's more and more people coming out saying like, yeah, that shit's false as hell.
Yeah, Chicago talking about pressing charges.
Because everybody think he lying like shit. I thought I was saying like the last podcast, that nigga threw the sauce, too much sauce on it, yo. Nigga tried to throw some political shit. He said his attackers was wearing MAGA hats. Yo, and they show like the footage of what they was wearing. It was all black. You couldn't tell. Yo, they ain't had no bleach with them. They ain't had no noose with them.
And then, I don't know if y'all heard, but the the two suspects that were at large were like homeless people and shit.
Yeah, they keep switching up who the people
Wait,
are.
it was two homeless niggas?
Yeah, that's what they said. There's two homeless people and shit.
Yeah, they keep switching up the story. So most definitely, at the end of it, it's gonna be like, yo, this nigga was lying like fuck.
So from white privilege to homeless niggas. And
Yeah, and they forced his phone records because he wasn't trying to give them up. So they just took him.
And speaking of niggas that lied and shit, y'all boys been keeping up with that Bow Wow shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that footage, that shit.
Hey, after I see that shit, but I might deserve that ass for my G.
Let me be the first to apologize for my energy for the last podcast.
Hold on.
Hell no, you still got the same energy.
Hold on, just to give everyone clarity what we're talking about. So more footage came out on the Bow Wow shit about him and that domestic violence that he had with his girlfriend. But we was thinking like she beat his ass, but turns out he was giving her hella fucking strong energy.
Hell yeah, like that, everything that he got, all the bruises, all that shit, he deserved all
That shit
of
look
it. Yo.
deserving as hell. Yeah.
Facts, because she was looking like she was holding her composure, like, yo, I'm gonna be cool before I rock this little nigga.
Hey,
Yo.
Dre said some real shit last week too.
No, he said it today when we was warming up. What you say? You said he what was Bow Wow doing to her and shit?
Oh yeah, no, Bow Wow was mad aggressive and shit. Yeah, he showing mad toxic masculinity and shit.
No, you said he was giving her all body.
Oh
blows.
yeah, Bow Wow said, we don't know and shit. Bow Wow was giving her mad leg shots and shit.
Nah, nigga Dre said the elevator might start being the black man's demise and
Yeah,
shit.
the elevator is the black man's device, man. It almost took out Jay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we 2 for 2 right now
Yeah,
and shit.
no, 2 for 2. It took out Ray Rice. It took
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah.
It took out Ray Rice.
No,
took
it
out
just
Kareem Hunt.
cameras anywhere and shit, yo. Because Kareem Hunt, he was in a hall.
Coming off the elevator.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
he was coming off the elevator. Yeah.
The elevator is the black man's demise.
Yo,
bro.
so is the white man sitting at the elevator that fuck up all the black
That's what it
athletes?
is.
Yeah, it might be G.
Just put a camera in the elevator. What the fuck you the elevator camera for? And shit?
Yeah, yo, if you gonna smack your girl, don't smack her on the elevator. that's just the whole just don't smack on the elevator. When you get on the elevator, you go ahead and smack her.
Damn,
I'm
I
joking,
take
I'm
that back.
joking, I'm
We
joking.
like 5 for 5 and shit. Down there, everybody that got caught was down there either on the elevator or coming off the
No,
elevator.
Jay got about that shit, fam. She tried to kick Jay. Jay won that. Yeah,
Jay he's the only dude I ever seen maneuver through the
Yeah,
elevator.
he got about that shit.
He made a whole album about that shit and he was good to go.
Yo.
Niggas forgave
Hey,
him.
yo, in the video, he was dodging them joints, but it was a picture when they got off the elevator and they was walking outside for the paparazzi and shit. That nigga face was mad red. Nigga eyes was bloodshot red and everything. I was like, yo, she's working that nigga in the elevator.
Yeah, Bow Wow got his ass whooped and shit though. But nah, I mean, so we all know that Bow Wow kind of deserved that ass whooping, and Jesse was lying like hell and shit.
Bow Wow
So
was trying to snatch them keys out of homegirl hands, so that shit was pissing me off so fucking much. He was
Oh, I
talking
thought it was he was trying to snatch her phone because like the rumor that's out there is that this nigga, well not this nigga, but she was at Shaq party or whatever, and she was throwing Shaq like mad flavor, and he got jealous of it. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's true.
yeah, I heard the same shit.
Rico said something about Young and Man shit. Was that you?
No, that's prior. That's before this incident happened.
So she just ain't showing Bow Wow no loyalty and shit.
Hey, that's how
She going
rumors
for
work.
everybody but Bow.
Pretty much, that's what it sound like.
Fam. You gotta get
Shaq,
it together,
bro.
my G.
Damn, Shad Moss, and that nigga was fronting her on all his social sites like crazy
She
too,
was
yo.
bad though, bro.
Yeah, she lit. She is lit.
She was lit as hell, and she beat the dog shit out of dude and shit.
He deserved it.
He deserved it.
Hell yeah, y'all niggas see that? I mean, y'all boys see that Rock Nation brunch and shit? That shit look fire.
That shit
as
look
hell.
crazy.
That shit
as
like-
hell, yeah.
Yo, Meek Mills said all the niggas they was fuck what he said. He pretty much saying all these niggas was gay, which they lost it all trying to get a picture with Ho. Like, them niggas was, like, thirsty. Like, it was so many niggas that had pictures of a hoe. You can pretty much on Instagram say picture of a hoe. It's, like, mad, unknown-ass niggas that got a picture of a hoe.
Yeah. That shit crazy. That shit look crazy. So that shit look super dope.
Hell yeah. One thing I got out of that shit, though, is Lori Harvey bad as a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She's fucking amazing.
She was at that joint?
Hell yeah. She was talking to Jay, and then I guess she was smiling at Jay and shit, and, like, the beehive and all that. She's fucking bad.
I ain't gonna lie, Beyonce got one of the most disrespectful, loyalist cult followings that I ever seen in my life. Like, the fact that a person can't smile at Jay-Z is ridiculous and shit. Like, she smiled at Jay, and they was on her ass so hard that she had to cut off her comments and shit.
But, I mean, I think it's mainly because people are keeping account of, like, Lori Harvey's track record and shit, because she's just been one of, like, a whole bunch of niggas just wrecking niggas shit.
Yeah, she been playing everybody in the industry. Yeah, she's super dope.
Nah, that Rock Nation brunch was, like, inspirational as fuck, though.
And one thing I got out of it as well and shit. Motherfucking turtlenecks making a comeback and shit.
Hell yeah.
Everybody
Damn right.
Turtleneck on and shit. I'm finna rock my motherfucking
turtleneck. Yeah, I ain't seen that one nigga in there with a tie on. Everybody had a turtleneck on. Or like a plain ass undershirt underneath it, like a white t-shirt.
Wait, Rico, what'd you say you was gonna rock with your turtleneck and shit?
A blazer. And
no,
plaid pants.
You didn't say that.
I did. I said a blazer, a plaid pants, and a Chelsea boots.
That's
what I said and shit.
No, Chelsea boots.
Yeah, Chelsea boots. A turtleneck, a blazer, and some plaid pants.
Some plaid skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I ain't say no plaid skinny jeans. No.
This nigga was describing the worst outfit in the history.
He was gonna throw some thought pants on. He gonna show my ass and shit.
Hell no.
Pause.
Nigga Nye said he finna wear some leather pants and shit with his nasty ass.
Hell no. But I mean, in all reality, you did say you gonna rock some plaid joints with that shit.
Yeah, that shit gonna be fire as fucking shit.
But no, they are making a dope ass comeback. I'm actually already on H&M site looking for some dope ass
turtlenecks.
It's like, nigga, they ain't got no turtlenecks on sale. What the fuck?
Ooh, turtlenecks in a trench coat. Be fucking fire.
That should be
terrible. You sound more like a creep every statement you make.
Wait, he said turtlenecks in a trench coat.
Turtlenecks in a trench coat. That's the kidnapper. That's the kidnapper kit right there.
Y'all say that now, and then we all look at the outfit. The outfit gonna be fire as fucking shit.
Astro Vans and shit.
Oh, and some pepper spray. Really sick. Dude, need pepper spray like a motherfucker and shit. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Rico. That sound like the most terrible outfit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah, it definitely sound like you kidnapping women and shit. I hope you don't wear that shit.
No,
I'm pretty sure that's what Ted Bundy wore.
Nah, I know you're talking about though, Rico.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that should be fucking fire and
Did
shit.
Ted Bundy not have an outfit on during the entire Ted Bundy
doc series?
The entire Ted Bundy doc
Nah, I'm pretty sure he ain't had no clothes underneath his trench coat and shit. But nah, I know what Rico talking about though.
Oh, you gonna rock that shit too?
That shit, yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna. I mean, I would do the turtleneck with the fucking.
If you wear that shit, I'm gonna punch you in the
let me see
fucking
that
chest.
shit.
That's exactly what I wear. I wear it exactly like this and shit.
Rico and
I'm the most racist nigga I've ever seen on fucking life.
I wear it exactly like that and shit.
Yeah,
he used to shoot. The nigga had on skinny jeans in the picture. This nigga Rico just showed us too.
Anyways, Trey.
Oh yeah. But nah, I mean, moving forward, we damn near we already a month into the New Year's and shit. And I know on our first podcast, all of us was like recapping, like not really recap. We was saying what we wanted to happen for the year and shit. So I just want to check in with y'all boys.
Oh no, only thing, yo, I had like a list of like 13 things and shit. But only thing that I'm doing right now, I'm saving money for the crib and shit. So we got like almost close to 3 stacks right now. So we'll get to 10 stacks or even more over by August or September.
Wait, so you got most of your goals that you was trying to do?
No, I just got the thing I want to accomplish the most was to save bread for the house. Thing I ain't go back to the gym. I ain't reading out one book. Only thing I'm doing right now that I'm cool with is saving bread for the house, and I'm planning for the hookah joint. That's the only thing I'm good at right now. Everything else, I do that shit like in 6 months or some shit.
Yeah. And I know Dre, you said you was gonna start writing your cursive and cursive. You started that shit. Yeah,
I ain't write one curse word. It's in 2019. Also, I was gonna be more productive, and I have been a lot more productive than I was last year.
Oh, weird.
So actually, I'm doing a lot better than Nige and shit.
Hell no.
Apparently, I love myself more and shit.
Nah, not weight wise.
I wasn't here the first episode when y'all was doing the New Year's resolution things.
Wait, what was your New Year's resolution? To sniff shit more sideways with your
No, a little poor ass nigga. The ones that I did have, me listening more to my wife and I was supposed to be reading more books, but that shit ain't happening. But I did say I wanted to start bringing in more income, and I am doing that actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot you as a bus driver.
That's all right. I'd rather be a bus driver than a credit card scammer and shit.
But for me and shit, I had hella goals. Like I said, I was gonna read more books and shit. I haven't bought one. I didn't even stop. I didn't even walk into a damn bookstore since I said that shit. I got the same books. I'm on the same chapters I was on and shit. Nigga ain't progressing all this.
Nigga still on the same chapter, on the same page, right?
Nigga said I'm still on the same chapter from last year, dog.
Nigga ain't cracked that bitch not once and shit. But nah, I mean, I haven't did that shit. And then Tyler keep telling me like, yo, you probably want to start writing your goals down and shit. I haven't even wrote them hoes on paper. I had this shit I said on the podcast, but this shit's not written down at all.
Go ahead.
Nah. So I'm pretty much, I haven't really accomplished not a damn thing and shit. Far as saving,
vision board is the top.
Hey yo, hey, but far as saving goes, it's no, he's like, I've been struggling so fucked up. My ass could not save more than $20 a check and shit. Like, yo, I got shit saved. I be paying so many fucking bills. But nah. So pretty much to sum up everything.
You went backwards and shit.
Hey, that's all that happened. Hey, niggas been owing. I've been owing more niggas. I owe so many niggas bread in 2019.
Oh, that shit's funny as hell.
Like, yo, how the fuck am I collecting all this debt?
God damn, that shit's funny as hell.
Oh shit, but nah, so to sum that shit up, I've been doing a terrible ass job at fucking accomplishing these fucking goals, bro. My ass ain't hit not a damn one. And shit, I didn't even really start none of them hoes.
No, one of the goals I had, yo, it was like to be a better person and shit. That ain't happening at all. I still hate everybody. I'm probably even more in this year and shit, yo. So that ain't happening at all. So I might as well just cross that out because I'm not at all gonna be a nicer person in 2019.
Yeah. So I guess, I mean, all we can do is actually try, start to try a little bit harder. Actually put more intent on it.
Niggas say, yo, more niggas. Oh, more niggas now than ever.
I ever did in my whole fucking life. Like, shit, I'm broke as fuck right now. That shit's insane.
Yeah, we kind of saucy, so.
Oh, hell yeah. But, but I mean, moving along and shit. So, as me and, so I do got a story. So me and Rico was talking about different topics, and I had to find a site that, give us different shit. But I was at work, and I was asking my boss, like different topics I could have on the podcast and shit. And then he was like, I got something for you guys. I know a perfect topic that you guys can talk about and shit. So he was telling me about a story about him, when he was getting ready to get married and shit. So the story goes, my boss Dave and shit, I know his guy's gonna listen and shit. But
shout out to Dave.
Shout him out.
But nah, he said, he went on, it was his bachelor's, party and shit. And, I guess him and his boys, they like had hella strippers and shit. Ain't buying hella strippers. And like, he was like, yo, this is my last hoorah. So I gotta go out with a bang and shit. So I'm like, yo, what happened after that shit? He was like, one of the strippers had picked him out of they picked him because, he was a groom and shit. And they took him to the back room and shit. And he was like, yo, I was willing to say anything can go and shit. And then he said he had sat down and then like everybody had left the room. And I was like, yo, what happened next and shit? Dude was like, she fucked me and shit.
Nigga say anything goes. And sound like he was out for whatever.
And then,
he's stripper butt.
Yo, and I asked him, I'm like, yo, so I was like, yo, so did you stop her? He was like, nope. She just kept fucking me. I was like, yo, why the fuck you ain't stop her? He's like, I just couldn't. I kept thinking about like, this is my last hoorah and shit. I'm like, you didn't realize that you kept going, your marriage was fucking over here and shit. But he was like, yo, you should have that topic. Would you guys, if you were me, would you stop me and shit? So I'm a cop a plea and say I would have definitely stopped the chick and shit. And I know Najee and Rico did the same, but the
I don't know, man. I probably will let that shit slide. I ain't stopping nobody for living their best life and shit. I ain't stopping nobody, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna stop them and shit, yo. I can't stop. I ain't even gonna head on them.
Hell no.
What about you, Jay? Would you, if the stripper would have, she would have did that shit to your ass, would you stop her and shit?
I don't know, kind of depends and shit. It depends, yo. I don't know. It depends on my motherfucking situation.
No, but he's saying, would you stop your friend for doing that?
Oh, from doing that shit?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not talking about stopping a friend. I'm saying if you was my boss.
So you smashing a stripper in IG and shit? That's what he asked.
Oh, I know he was saying if you're stopping your friend for doing that, then if it's me, nah, I can't do that shit. No girl will kill me and shit.
I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. Cause I mean, I'm saying like it depends on who the stripper was and shit. And I'm gonna text my wife like, "Hey, yo, would you hit this and shit?" Nah, I'm bullshit. I can't do that.
They would say, "Would you hit this?" Yo, Rico, what would you do?
I'm gonna stop them, man. I don't want them to fuck up the union, man.
No, you gonna stop yourself.
Yeah, of course.
He's saying, would you hit the stripper?
Nah, hell nah. The fuck?
Yeah, I really ain't down with smashing no random strippers anyway and shit.
But
That's how you get syphilis, Trey.
Hold on, but what if you, because he said he was like lit as fucking shit.
That's how you get syphilis, Trey.
Come on, be honest, bro.
Smashing random strippers and shit, and you drunk as fuck. I hope he's strapped up. And shit.
Hell yeah! I mean, shit. Hopefully that nigga's strapped up. Hopefully he ain't fucking out here burning like crazy and shit.
You got the hill like shit.
Yeah, because ain't no. that's why she left him. Like, hold on, nigga. Shit, what you get from begging the stripper?
Dude out here spreads. Hell no, that shit funny as hell though. But nah. I just thought I'd share that story because that shit was funny as hell when I was trying to figure out what to talk about this week.
She fucked me. That shit is funny as hell.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't sound like a condom story, my G. What do Lucille the legs give him? And shit?
Nah, sex workers, they be like mad responsible.
Oh, hell yeah.
They be super responsible.
She ain't trying to get pregnant.
Only because I know that was because, my sister and her guy, they had a situation and shit. She put this shit on Facebook, so I'm not exposing her at all. But it was she put up her text on her Facebook page like of her guy was beating up with the sex worker or prostitute, you want to call her, and in the text message she was like, "Yo, you in the red car?" He's like, "Yeah." "You got a condom though, right?" He's like, "Yeah." But she kept asking to make sure he had a condom. But most likely nigga was gonna smash her like shit without a rubber and catch all type of disease. So that's why I'm saying sex workers, they're very responsible. But they ain't trying to catch none. They don't want to mess up their product, which is their pussy. So of course she probably was like, "Yo, this white dude probably got all type of AIDS."
Yeah. But shout out to who did that shit?
My sister and her old guy.
Oh yeah, I was about to say shout out, but I ain't gonna do that shit. But shout out to my boss and shit. That nigga's funny as hell for that shit.
Dude, hilarious for that.
But since this is the our Valentine's Day episode and shit, we want to do something a little different than how we would normally do it and shit, and talk about how we pretty much met our old ladies and shit. Like, so starting this off, I'm gonna hand it off to Nye to talk about how he met his old lady, and pretty much it's a pretty dope but funny story and shit. Go for it.
Yo, so I was in my Tinder bag or whatever and shit. So by this time I had hit 2 chicks off Tinder. So, my girl, she's supposed to be the third girl I hit on Tinder, of course. Or third or fourth, I forgot whatever number.
Nigga, speak up, dude, turn a big
so,
nervous as hell.
No, I'm giving the backstory. So, I hit her with the super like on Tinder, get that highlight that this nigga wanna holler at you and shit. So she hopped in my DMs like, "Yo, hey," some corny shit like that. And I was like, "Yo, what up, or whatever." So we linked up 4 days after I matched with her on Tinder. We went to this bar, went to Mango's. So around that time, cause I was thinking damn, if this don't go the way I want to go, I'm just gonna go on this date with this other girl. So the vibe was cool. It was like a friendly vibe. So I'm saying, alright, whatever. This not gonna lead to sex tonight and shit. So I went on another date with a girl. So, we was cool. She invited me out. We met up at Skybox or some shit like that. We was just still kind of cool. That second or third, the second time I met her, she was at Skybox, so that's when I had Demetrius with me. He was drunk as fuck, so everybody hated Demetrius that night because he was drunk as hell, wild and always. And then Will was complaining to one of her cousins about his ex girl he was talking to at the time. So around that time, that didn't go nowhere. She was telling me at that time when we met her at Skybox, she was still hating me, whatever. Her and her cousin she had with her. So we met up again after I forgot where she's leaving from. We went up at Bar Louie. Yeah. Bar Louie. She was kind of saucy.
Hold on, bro. So I mean, because what we really want to do is just get the how you met her, but not the No.
I was about to damn near finish and shit.
All right, keep going. Then.
Fucking I was about to get to the other part. So no, I'm
long.
Yeah, it is like a motherfucker.
Yo, so we met at Bar Louie, whatever. I used my game on her and shit. Like we was playing pool. Trash that pool. I would say every time I hit a hole, I gotta kiss after that. So we were rocking after that. Then I ain't hit her. We ain't have sex until like 2 months later and shit. So around that time, I was getting out of my whole bag. And we had sex after that. We kept having sex a whole bunch of times. And then she ended up getting pregnant, and now she my girlfriend. She my love right now and shit. I was like, damn, what the fuck? How my life was... Like when you met your girl, yo, how the hell was my life so difficult? And then I met her, everything became so easy, became so clear.
That story took a wild ass turn. Yeah. That shit was boring as hell.
It took a dope ass turn.
It did. Yeah, low key it did.
Yeah, she pregnant like fuck now and shit. She do like next month. She do it at the end of March and shit. So right now she like the love of my life right now and all that good shit.
That's what's up, G?
Yo, and then my story and shit. So me, Najee, and Dan, we always got to shout out E. It's ugly ass supposed to be on the podcast. The dude that didn't show up and shit.
His bum ass.
But so we was going. I had just moved back here. Y'all niggas already know. I came back to Milwaukee, and
from Atlanta.
Yeah. So we went to Uglies and shit. Long story short, I'm drunk as a motherfucker. I see this badass 30. She was like older looking chick, and I separated from Najee and E and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit lit as a motherfucker. I was like doing all type of cool ass dance moves and shit, doing a Cabbage Patch hard as hell.
Oh, so you caught her with the moves, my G?
No, not so. Let me tell you the story though. So I see this older chick. So I'm like, oh shit, let me go get in my bag because E and Najee, they had separated from me, and I'm like, damn, I don't know where these niggas at, but I don't care though, cause I do my own thing and shit.
Facts.
So I went to the top of the roof and shit. So I see this chick, I'm like, all right, let me go get in my bag. So I'm talking to her, and she like, oh, what's up? I'm like, shit, you know me, just graduated. I'm successful as a motherfucker. I'm like, all right. As I pull out my phone, I see Tyler and like a bunch of her friends like walk in and shit. And then as I'm talking to this older chick, she's like, so what we gonna do? Something. I was looking at Tyler like, damn, who the fuck is that over there and shit? So I went over there to Tyler and shit. And I was talking to her, and I thought she was dissing me the whole time because I'm trying to tell jokes and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got a boyfriend. I was like, what the fuck? You got a boyfriend? Where that nigga at and shit? She's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, all right, well, shit, we could be friends and shit. I gave like the friends joke and shit. So in my mind, I didn't care if she had a dude. I was gonna still just keep going.
Because you know when chicks don't want to talk to niggas, they use that whole boyfriend. You know, niggas be like, shit, I don't care. We can be friends though.
Hell yeah.
And actually work in your favor.
Yeah, it worked in my favor because I was just like, I started, talking about, all my bullshit about coming to Atlanta, what I did and shit. And she was like, just text me, blah, blah. And then, like, that same night, she just sent me this long ass text. I was like, oh, shit, she actually fuck with my ass and shit. Long story short, 3 years later, here we are. What about you, Nico?
All right, so my story took a real fucked up beginning. So, so before I got with my girl, I had just got dumped and shit. And Naj Trey was in Atlanta and shit, so this was like me and Naj like prime time and shit. So I had just got dumped. I had lost my job. I had basically all the bad shit that could happen and shit.
And shit.
Hell no, I wasn't on no food stamps, bitch. But I was trying to get my ego back up and shit, so I was talking to a couple of chicks. And I was still getting dissed. And then I had no game at all and shit. So I blew off the old handy dandy game book and jumped right into my Black Planet bag and shit. And I inboxed my girl and shit.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you went back to the Black Planet.
You met your wife on Black Planet? Is that what you're saying right now?
That's the highlight of the pod, my nigga.
You met your wife on Black Planet?
Yo.
That was the first Tinder and shit.
Yo, what?
Hey,
Tierra, what was you doing on Blank Planet, my guy?
Hey, listen.
Yo, she was reading this description. Yo, my planet had pictures back in the day and shit. She's like, never was describing himself like I'm brawly with waves. That nigga was ugly as shit.
Go ahead. No, let him continue. Go ahead.
So I had after all that, I had slid in her little inbox and shit. So she replied back, "Cool," you know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. What year was this?
Yeah, what year was this? This was 2007 or some shit?
This was 96.
That's what I'm thinking.
This had to be like 2009.
Okay.
Teen and shit. Nigga, what the fuck you doing on Black Planet?
No, this is like 2009 and shit.
Oh,
It was dying out. Like everything was dying out, and Facebook was like picking up and shit.
And all that shit was dying
Yeah.
out.
That shit was
So yeah. So she answered or whatever, and we had went on a couple dates and shit, and it was cool. After that, fucking 9 years down the line, shit, we married now and shit.
So pretty much, me and Rico met our girl offline. Trey did it the old fashioned way.
We live in proof online dating actually do work and shit.
And Dre, how did you meet Pornhub.com with your
It's like where everybody met that shit looking for the passcode. No, like the most interesting, I guess my last like big relationship and shit. So I was going through like the worst fucking time of my life and shit. So I had just like smacked my mom's car and shit. I just got kicked out of school. I was going through a horrible time of my life and shit. I was going through an awful time and shit.
Facts.
So I'm walking home from work and shit, right? Because I was fucking. I gotta get my mom a car.
Wait. Tell them how long the fucking walk was. Yo, that walk.
That walking like 2 miles and shit.
Man.
I'm walking home from work and shit. So I'm walking home. This motherfucker, I stopped at like KFC or something shit, grab something, eating shit. So I'm walking from KFC, this motherfucker pulled up and shit. Went to school with homegirl, so he pulled up, start honking the horn. Who the fuck honking this horn and shit? I turn around, this homegirl and shit. So, long story short, I got in the car and shit. We started chopping it up and shit. Next thing I know, like, the worst part about it, I had just like kind of finessed myself out of another relationship and shit. Like I hit it with I kind of need some space. My life not real positive right now and shit. I need some space.
Yeah.
And then I started fucking with homegirl and shit. So homegirl called. The one I told I need some space and shit.
Yeah.
She called. And homegirl was sitting next to me. This was like the third time she seen her call and shit.
Yeah.
She picked up the phone like, "Yo, why you keep calling this nigga? She ain't with you no more." So next thing I know, I had a girlfriend and shit. I just realized I kind of got bullied in that relationship.
Hey, yo.
We was together for 5 years after that.
Hey, yo, and it's crazy. The funny thing about old girl and shit, because I remember we all had one out. It was like me, you. I think Cam was there, old girl, and her homegirls. Yeah. So I remember, like, at that time, I forgot the club was called. So I was feeling like
Mix.
Yeah, at that time, I was feeling saucy as shit. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to go try to get on old girl. Yo, and I seen her, yo, and then I look, I'm like, who the fuck is that? That was Dre behind. He was like kissing on her neck and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. I never mind then, because I guess I can't holler at her now. So that's when I found out that he was rocking with her.
Yo.
Crazy ass relationship. Continue.
But now, how do y'all know, like, when all of y'all, ladies that y'all with, how did y'all know when that shit was becoming, like, how did y'all know when that shit was real? Like, from, like, y'all, we just cool and we just doing our thing to, like, this shit is real. What moment did y'all, figure out that shit was real?
Yo, when I was with my girl, because I was realizing, because when I was talking to her, at that time, her nickname was 30-year-old and shit. I was talking to her and I was I was talking to her and I was talking to my light skin. I used to call her tall light skin because he was taller than me and shit. So, and I realized because I wasn't smashing either one of them at the time, and then I was hanging out with my girl now. I was hanging out with her more and shit. I'm like, yo, she's way funner than like any girl I had talked to and shit. So it just me and her hanging out almost every fucking day. Every fucking day, yo. And then I realized when I had chicks lined up that I wanted to smash, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go out with her and have a good ass time.
I'll be like that, yo.
Yo, and this is like, with her, I was telling her too, like, this is the most I ever took a girl on a date. Cause remember the time I used to just take girls to the house, it'd be candles lit and hookah and music and a bottle of Jack Daniel honey and shit. And then I'm just now taking girls out to the on dates, spending mad bread too. So that's when you realize you with a girl and you have other options, you just like kind of kill them all because this girl you with and you liking her more. You like her and shit. Yeah, I was on some wild. Yeah, I was on some gay shit. I ain't gonna hold it. I was like, yo, this girl the one. And I remember because I was selling Trey and them and shit. I was like, nigga, you gonna fucking fall in love with her. I was like, man, hell, I got mad hoes. I was falling in love with old girl like, what? Yeah, you can say that shit. Fuck it.
Hell yeah, live your truth, bro.
I guess for me, because I always been the person in the relationship that was pretty much taking care of everything and shit. My wife was like doing a lot of shit that a lot of other females that I was in a relationship with or dealing with wasn't doing for me at all and shit. So it kind of changed the tide and it kind of like made me be like more open-minded to her and like pledge my loyalty to her and shit. Like one time my car had got towed from in front of her house and shit. My car had got towed from in front of her house and shit.
I didn't know how I was gonna get it out.
Nah, for real, all facts and shit. She went to that little account, got the little money out. I'm like, oh yeah, you a real one for real. So I'm like, I gotta keep you around and shit.
Loyalty will like change your entire mindset on the chick and shit.
Absolutely.
And actually what you want to do and shit.
Especially when they do like the smallest thing, like you ain't expect her to do that shit, and she do that. You just look at her. You look at her totally different.
Yeah, like you was just venting and shit.
And she, I mean, I guess what really like set the bar and shit was like I didn't even have to ask her. Like she offered and shit.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
Damn, I'm about to cry and shit. Nigga about to cry like shit. I love you, baby.
I love you, baby. Nah, shit, you still going? Bro?
Yeah, that's what pretty much like pushed the tide for me and shit. Cause like even in my last relationship, like I was doing everything and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I know we were still young, but I was still young talking to my wife now and shit. And she was just like doing a whole bunch of shit. Like she's putting me on the shit too. Like we should travel around more and do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that I was with prior to, we weren't doing none of that shit.
She was broadening your horizons and shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, that should be wild. Especially like when you still kind of in your whole bag and you got a girl that you like, you be hating that shit. You be trying to do everything. You do everything in your power just to not go into that love shit and it end up happening.
Yeah, you can't help that shit.
That's dope when it happened like genuinely.
Yeah,
it's not the shit that's
love and shit.
Yeah. Cause no, my shit was I remember when it happened, it was like right after we went to like a mini golf type deal and shit.
Yeah.
And then pretty much her parents was in town. I ended up meeting her parents and all that shit.
Yeah, I met her parents too.
Oh, yeah. That's when I was so fucking terrified. I was like, hey, nah, just trying to come meet her with me and shit. But nah, I mean, it was that shit. And then it was like my past relationship, all the shit that my girlfriend now had as far as like how smart she was, how easy it was to like, talk to her and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was just like, what the fuck? I actually like talking to you on the phone every fucking day and
damn,
shit.
you gonna cry too? Cause we gonna end up crying together.
I was still talking to her on the phone. And then she, but nah, for real. So, I mean, it was like, we would just be talking for hours and hours and she'd be like, hey, what the fuck? We talking for a long ass time and shit. Or just going out and, we pretty much didn't realize, like, time was going by and we was just doing shit. And we didn't even care that you was around the person and shit.
Hell yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I actually love this shit. I actually love her.
Because it was plenty of times like when me and E was still out here in our crazy bag and shit. It was like you wasn't coming out with us at all.
Yeah, no, me and Ty was just living our best life.
Hell
I was like, this is the greatest time I ever had in my life.
You wouldn't answer your phone sometimes and shit.
I'll turn that shit off and shit.
It'd be like that, yo.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Dre?
I got bullied in that shit. I found out she was my girlfriend when she told me she was my girlfriend. She said, oh, for real? I said, damn. I wasn't expecting that. Shit, we should get matching t-shirts now, huh?
Nah, so, I mean, all of us are off the market, but we've been in the...
Nah, Dre's still out here in his bag.
Shit, my bad, bro. But
nigga, you off the market.
Majority of me, Nigel, and Rico are all off the market and shit. And your ass is in your single
unfortunately, I'm off the market.
This nigga
nah, I'm fucking around. Don't kill me.
What the fuck? But nah, so... When we was out here dating this shit, and like we was having those weird relationships where you didn't know what to call that shit, but it was pretty much like a situationship.
Yeah.
How did you know when you were in a situationship and shit?
No, we already said that.
I feel like we described. We didn't actually say it and shit. But yeah.
Well, what are the factors to say like?
Oh no, you didn't. So yeah, my bad. So
we just kind of described it.
Yeah, a situationship pretty much is like one of them girls you just link up with all the time. She always with the shit. She always with the bullshit. Yeah. She always ready to turn up. She always ready to go out, eat somewhere, smoke some hookah.
Down the clown.
Facts.
Yeah,
there we go.
Because it's mutual. Because she know what the deal is, and I know what the deal is. So we not taking it.
So like y'all both know that y'all not boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah, we just doing boyfriend and girlfriend shit.
Or when you find yourself looking to be around this person and shit.
Yeah, because
but it's no titles and shit.
Yeah, it's
no
exactly.
commitments, no contracts and shit. It's just two people having fun.
Yeah, because she can be out there doing her thing for sure. I can be out there doing my thing. So
what about you, Rico?
Nah, they pretty much just explained it all the way out and shit. That's exactly what it is, like to a T. Just making sure that y'all got a communication and y'all got an understanding that, you know what I'm saying, this is what it is and this is what it's gonna be.
But to me, it seems like situationships almost always get confused with almost thinking like the girl or the guy, one of the two gets the relationship confused. They'll think like either this is a commitment, this is a boyfriend girlfriend, this is something that it's not.
I can understand how them lines can get blurred though.
Hell yeah, because it's like y'all do a lot of the boyfriend girlfriend shit.
Exactly.
But y'all never. It's like y'all do everything, but y'all don't claim each other at all. It's like. So that's kind of what I think a situationship is. It's like
but
before y'all claim each other and y'all just out here doing your thing, y'all still seeing other people and shit.
But in those kind of situations too, though, like I said before, you got to communicate with the person and let them know, like, hey, this is what it is and this is what it's gonna be. I think I said this before in one of the earlier podcasts, like giving a person a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like letting a person know up front what they getting into, and then letting them decide on what they want to do versus you making a decision for them and shit.
Yeah,
you know
I kind of disagree completely and shit. I feel like the situationship is the beginning of the relationship. Like that's really just what the start before the actual title is the situationship.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like necessarily something that you got to give a person. You got to make an ultimatum for, or got to get an ultimatum for, or actually like discuss with the person. It's just like it's the beginnings of a relationship.
No, it ain't an ultimatum. It's basically like, okay, you fucking with this chick, like, hey dog, listen, you know what I'm saying? Our whole spiel is basically we just go fuck around or whatever.
Just gonna kick it.
You go call me whenever you want to kick it. I can call you. Ooh, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Giving the person that choice instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes organically, depending on the person, it could happen like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a mutual feeling, but sometimes you gotta run that to people because then the lines get blurred.
Yeah, you're right, Rico. Because you most definitely gotta establish that relationship.
Yeah.
Because if not, the girl, most of the times, the girl, she will get confused about the relationship. Like, oh shit, this nigga treat me like a girlfriend, so I must be his girlfriend and shit. So I feel you on that. Because I remember one time with me and my girl, when we was in our relationship, we was damn at the peak. I remember she was in my bed one time. She hopped on Tinder, so I'm like, what the fuck? She hopped on Tinder, so I swiping hella rights and shit. So I was like, no, that's why I was like, yo, this shit lit. That mean I can do the same thing and shit. But she did that shit. Pissed me off.
Hold on, I just want to bring in Mel on here real quick and shit. So, how do you feel about situationships, and is it a confusing time for like the relationship as a whole?
First of all, say what up to the world.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Melly Mel.
You gotta do all that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for disrespecting the podcast. But I have to agree with Rico. Like, because sometimes if things aren't clear from the outset, then that's where it like gets super messy. Situationships, I've seen my fair share of situationships, and I think in all of them, I've been the one that was like confused.
I bet.
Unfortunately.
But like I started dating way older than like most people. Like my first situationship, I guess I have to call it, I was like 19. So after that, I was like on game.
Hold on. So what would you classify is a or something that is a situationship? Like, what would be your definition of a situationship?
Exactly what you guys are saying. Like, pretty much doing boyfriend girlfriend things, just without a title. So, like that first one, I found myself. I'm like, he playing me, and it's like, well, he's not playing me because we're not in a relationship, and that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to do. And then the most recent one that I was in, like, he eventually went back to his last girlfriend. But like, I mean, he was saying some weird stuff that you would say to somebody that you're trying to be in a relationship with. So
you said I can see myself falling in love with you.
Type.
Gay ass shit.
Nearly. Like the whole thing was like based on Drake lyrics and be like, I want fire and desire with you. So like weird stuff like that.
For that shit. Like that nigga I get him.
That nigga was in his bag and shit.
Facts.
So yeah, I've definitely been in situationships, and it's definitely gonna be one person that's going way more than the other person.
Man, I feel like most of my dating life was all situationships before, like, most of my, I say, like, the last chick I dated before Tyler and shit.
Yeah.
We was pretty much in, like, a situationship, semi-girlfriend, boyfriend type shit. Like, it started to come, but I was like, every time she would say that shit, I was just ignore her and shit, like, she trying to go to the movies real quick and shit.
Yo, I think my last one was I can't think of the girl. Well, I say with Army chick, not to put on the blast. I didn't establish that as a situationship at first in the beginning, because when she went out to do her thing, she was like sending me all type of relationship stuff. I think she understood, because she wasn't like, she didn't start snap. She wasn't snapping. Yeah, she understood. Never mind that relationship. Yeah, that was cool.
I'm saying, because like what we pretty much saying is like, if me, like, you never really said, yo, we boyfriend and girlfriend. So y'all, that's what y'all were. And then,
yeah. But you know, sometimes if it's not established, like if I didn't say like, yo, we just hanging out, we just chilling. Yeah. I never said it. I was just going with the flow. Yeah. Sometimes you can't never go with the flow. You gotta tell a chick, because you gotta tell a chick what the flow is. Yeah, what the flow is and shit. You say, I'm going with the flow. You gotta tell her like, yo.
Hell yeah, she get confused real quick.
Yeah, facts.
The craziest thing is, like, I feel like I don't know how to make that conversion. Like, that last one, I really wanted to make that conversion into, like, a real relationship, but it didn't work.
Having those
he broke your heart.
Having those
he broke my heart.
Like, yo, what is this? Niggas don't know how to answer that shit.
But I thought I was too player to be like, what is this? Like, I thought I was the nigga in the relationship. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, it's just gonna happen because I'm just like this cool.
That's how most of it is most of the time.
Thank you, man.
Moving right along, my nigga Trey.
Oh shit, my bad. Nah, so we also was having this discussion. It's kind of a little bit off of situationships, but it's more so on like the 2019 male and shit. So let me give y'all the backstory. So like I want to say like 2 months ago, or not 2 months ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. My car had broke down and shit, so I had to like replace my fucking battery and shit. So it was cold as hell outside, and I'm trying to take out my damn battery and shit. And my girlfriend Tyler, she was there with me and shit. So she's like, you got all the tools, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I can take out this battery and shit. But I was struggling like a motherfucker to take that shit out. And then she's like, hold on, I'll video chat my dad and shit so he can walk you through. I'm like, yo, video chat your dad. I know how to do this shit. Long story short, I ended up fucking breaking the tools and shit. Shit was crumpled up. I was cold as hell. Those fucking bolts was on that damn battery so hard and shit. And then I remember thinking as my hand was like frozen and shit, I'm like, yo.
Hey, yo, did you say she was trying to help you?
Oh, yeah. No, she was, the wild shit about it. So, like, cause I had went back in my apartment and I was like grabbing the tool. I'm like, I gotta grab what the tools I need while my hands is warm and shit. And she's like, while you grabbing the tools, I'll just try to take the battery out. And I was like, hell fucking no, don't try to take the battery out. But then I was thinking during that whole process, I'm like, yo, our dudes in 2019, are we still manly and shit? I'm like, yo, cause I can't, like, I remember, another story, my bad for coming on with all these stories, but, it was me and my, coworker, he had caught a flat tire, and we was trying to take his flat tire out. It was two grown ass, man, we were struggling so fucking hard, we couldn't even fucking jack the damn car up and shit. Everybody was so fucking pissed driving by us and shit, but pretty much the same. I don't know, in 2019, I don't think manly men exist. Or I think they exist, but I don't know if they're prevalent in 2019. What are y'all thoughts on that shit?
I mean, I pretty much can do all that shit, no problem. Only thing I can't fucking do is like plumber shit, but yeah, all the little simple shit, I'm good on that shit.
I agree with Nige, right? Like certain shit I can do, like, but don't like niggas ain't as versed as motherfuckers from the 80s. We're not. Yeah. Think my granddad could like you said, motherfucker tear down the motherfucking patio and rebuild that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
From shit that he learned from niggas from 2 decades ago and shit.
Dave has. This is one of the most manliest dude I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, Dave taught me mad shit. At one point in time, my father was jealous of Dave and shit. Cause Dave was introducing me to a whole bunch of shit my dad ain't. He's like, damn, I ain't get a chance to do that yet. Like Dave was hitting me up. Dave hit me with my first shot. Shout out to Dave, man.
I got 2 things.
My fake step pops.
My father-in-law and my own saying, when in doubt, YouTube it the fuck out.
No.
I will YouTube some shit to death.
Now, but I'm saying before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean before I grew up around a lot of older people, so I knew how to do shit.
Yeah.
Just not the patio shit. I wouldn't have been able to do shit like that.
Just to get some some reference on this shit, right, my man? At the beginning of this podcast, you literally just said you called somebody to fix a motherfucking small leak you had in your bathroom.
Oh, yeah. No, that's plumbing and shit though. I wouldn't.
No. My granddad would have fixed that shit.
Hell, Dave would have fixed that shit like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Rico, stop bigging yourself to keep that shit up.
No. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. Whenever Nigel and them had a problem, if they wouldn't call Dave, I come and help and shit.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is like. Cause that's not what I'm saying, the easy shit. Cause like, I eventually got my battery out myself. What I'm saying is like manly ass shit. Like how if the shit was leaking in the crib, Dave would come, your dad would come. If shit need to be fixed, niggas need to tear a new wall down and put a new furnace.
No, I wouldn't dare touch nothing like that. So I ain't bigging myself up or nothing like that. Yeah. What I'm saying is, it's certain shit that I can do, or if I can't do it, I'm gonna YouTube it and figure it out. But that leak shit, I tried fixing it and then I couldn't get it done. So
you broke it even more. And shit.
No. I didn't break it at all. Actually, I didn't want to break it, so I didn't touch it anymore and shit. One thing I've learned growing up and shit, if you can't fix it,
get a whole ass story.
Yeah, if you can't fix it, it ain't no need for you to fuck it up and break it and make it worse and shit.
Hey yo, you're right, yo. Because remember that one time I had called you because I couldn't get this fucking. I had one of my old girls, a girl that me and Dre had.
Oh yeah.
Yo, and I remember we was leaving from somewhere. I forgot the fuck we was leaving from. I think it's from her house. And I couldn't take that tire off for shit because that shit was hard as fuck. I'm like, fuck, who the fuck I can call? Now let me hit up Rico. Rico got there in like 2 minutes and shit, yo.
Yeah, Rico was definitely if I was saying all of the dudes who do most of the manly ass shit, I would say Rico would be number one.
Yeah, it had to be Rico.
And no, actually it would be Alex then Rico and shit.
No, hell no, it had to be Rico.
What are the other
I don't know shit with Alex
besides like just fixing shit? Like what other like qualifications make you like a manly man?
Well, besides fixing shit,
being like the actual breadwinner and shit. I don't give a fuck if my girl make more money.
No, I don't either. My girl most definitely make more.
My girl make a little bit more money than me and shit.
Fuck, like I said, that's like a manly man thing and shit. That was big.
Nah, you too, nigga.
Dave was definitely not making more money than moms.
Oh no, but your girl make more money than you though.
Yeah.
My girl make more money. That should be annoying as hell.
I was winning that shit until she got a new shit.
Not to make this the Dave show or nothing like that and shit, but to give some kind of credit to Dave and shit. Like,
hold on, to give y'all context, Dave is my step pops and shit, so y'all know who we talking about and shit.
To give some credit to Dave. Whatever Dave didn't have or whatever, one thing I can say growing up with y'all and shit, whatever your mom wanted done or whatever your mom wanted, Dave found a way to get it and shit.
Oh, facts.
That's a manly man and shit. And I think all of us can, you know what I'm saying, could attest to that.
I'm about to cry again and shit, yo. Shout out to Dave.
And all this shit.
Nah, you would fuck with Dave, though.
This shit going over my head like crazy.
No, like this. Let's
Dave and shit.
Yo, chill out. But
you gotta relax.
Who the fuck is Dave?
Oh, they said fuck Dave. My bad.
Say that. I said who the fuck is Dave?
But let's say you was driving and then your car just stopped on 43 on I-43 and shit. The number one person you gonna call when your shit go out, you ain't gonna call 9, you gonna call the cops, you gonna call AAA, you gonna call fucking Dave.
Yeah, you gonna call Dave. You gonna be like, I don't want to spend no money. Let me call Dave.
You put.
Wait, hold on, Rico. Dave, he gonna try to walk you through the situation first, and if you still don't get it, he be like, all right, I'll be on my way. Where you at?
You put your trust in your granddad and shit.
Word.
That's how they feel about Dave and shit.
Yeah.
And I do to that extent too and shit. Like when my transmission went out and shit, Dave came and got us that night.
Hell yeah.
All bullshit aside.
And then the next day we got the car back to your house and shit.
Yeah. Like
that's like the ace in the hole whenever your car go all the way fucked up. Even if your shit fucked up, I can still call him. He'll come and fucking help you. She don't even know you and shit.
Facts.
Now is my father-in-law is like my go-to now and shit. But growing up, Dave was definitely like one of my go-tos.
That's what this whole conversation spent. Because I wasn't saying like the easy. I was saying like, are dudes like Dave still around and shit? Like, are those type of?
It's a rare. You got to be down there 40 or 50 for you to be a Dave and shit.
I seen one nigga. I was at Wall with my girl earlier today. I seen one nigga that like he can be like a Dave type of person. Cause that nigga was like he was 18, but he had the whole suit on. Like you got to fix on me for cars. He had the whole suit on with the big ass boots. And I'm like, I had walked him to I had walked from my girl. I'm like, how old is you? He's like, I'm 20. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, that nigga, he had the whole, like, get up on, so he might be the only nigga that could be like Dave. But from what Trey was saying, no, it's no niggas like Dave. There's no handy niggas like Dave.
Because our generation is more so, like, we're not even learning those skills and shit. We learning how to fucking...
quick fix and shit.
Quick fix and make podcasts.
They don't even have...
Talk about niggas like Dave.
Exactly. How to
they don't even have life skills no more and shit. You be surprised at the smallest shit that kids don't know how to do now and shit.
Oh, facts.
Kids don't know how to iron clothes.
I know niggas. I know little niggas that don't know how to change a tire at all. Facts.
DeAndre apparently and shit. He said him as coach.
No, we changed. I'm saying we ended up changing it.
Struggling and
no, we ended up doing that shit, but it just took us way longer than you would have thought real niggas would have did. So we just like, and then the funny thing about it, like, dude, he was struggling so hard, and like he never cussed at all. And shit. He was cussing like, he's like, God damn it, what the fuck?
Shout out Alex too, man. We know you a handyman, dog.
Oh yeah. Stinking ass, big head ass, no neck having ass nigga.
We know you're gonna hear this shit.
Shout out to him.
But now moving to the next topic and shit. So before Rico and not Rico, before Dre and Najee got to my house, me and Rico was talking about how we was arguing with our significant others and shit. And is one phrase that normally pushes us over the fucking edge every fucking time.
And it's probably that's number one. What you about to say? But it's like probably like two.
Yeah, but the phrase is maybe I shouldn't expect it from you.
That phrase push every nigga over the edge.
Yo, I think my girl she said it a few times and shit. Like she said, I shouldn't expect too much from you. Yo, that shit get me so fucking tight. I be wanting to fucking knock her wig off and shit.
Who the fuck are you in?
Like, yo, who the fuck? Like, you think you can find a better nigga than me? I be wanting to say that so bad, yo.
That's funny because that's exactly what I said when my wife said that shit to me. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of nigga you looking for and shit? Like, what you dreaming about?
Yeah, because I'm like, I would know plenty dirty ass nigga to play the shit out of you, so I'm your best bet to go with.
You're welcome, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Me, I just get so fucking furious and stuff. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I say that shit every fucking time.
Nah,
that shit kind of hurt niggas.
That shit hurts, yo.
Yeah.
And girls, I don't think girls know it all the way, but they know.
Yeah, that's why they say.
No, I'm about to say I don't think they know a little bit, but they don't know how much we be affected by that shit.
Hell no, they know that shit.
It's like they know every time we react to it. So like if they say it and then you just blow up from where you was at, because like me and Ty, we was arguing. We had a little argument this week and shit, and she threw that shit at me real quick and shit. And I was like,
that's like I'm saying, like I thought you was more of a real nigga than you really.
And that's
facts.
And I think that stings me. For me personally, I think it stings me the most because I go so hard for my wife and shit.
Yo, yeah, you be thinking you be going so hard.
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's why it hurts. Cause like, that's why it hurts because you doing your damn shit.
I'm doing my best.
My best ain't good enough.
Yeah, cause you be thinking like, damn, I used to be a dirty ass nigga. I used to be out here messing with a lot of hoes, and I'm like, I'm committing myself to you, and you trying to say that's not worth anything?
Hell yeah, you be hurting like a motherfucker.
Yo, that shit be hurting my soul, my pride so much.
Everyone's so, but I think that is a leading reason why like all those like fights between like guys and girls. Like, so you throw that because that's like the ace in the hole. It's just like, bam, nigga, what you gonna do now?
Guess we talk about that killer ass comeback right there.
Yeah. Wait, what's a killer comeback? Bitch!
Hey yo, that's a good.
Oh man, there's no other way to say it. I don't even like that word.
He held that B word back long as hell.
Don't expect nothing from you. That's the go-to. You don't expect nothing.
That's facts, though.
Yeah, yo, it's like, and then also like when girls catch that attitude, you know, like when you playing with your girl so much and shit, and then she like, don't play with me.
Oh yeah.
I be like, what you mean don't play with you?
Don't play with me like that.
Yeah, yo, like don't play
what,
with me.
Nigga?
Yeah, facts. Cause yo, your boy Rico, he he was going through that all the time and shit.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. My wife she always tell me she use her mouth as her weapon and shit. So my wife, when she mad, she be just trying to say the most vengeful shit that she can think of and shit. Luckily, I'm made of Teflon and shit, so I don't try to blow up and shit.
That's why you bald and you got a little ass dick, nigga.
Yo, my girl most definitely be like, yo, when you like, you joking around like you threatening her like I'm gonna beat you up or whatever.
That's not jokes that I use.
I use that joke all the time.
That's just funny as hell though.
No, I use that joke all the time with my girl and shit. So one time I was like playing and shit. She's like, I wish you would try me. I'm like, what the why are you challenging me? I'm not gonna hit you for real, yo. What are you talking about, G?
But you thought about it and shit, like what the actual outcome will
like
be?
what would she hit you with, that left hook or that uppercut and shit? She might fuck around hitting with an uppercut and
Yo,
shit.
she gonna miss. I'm gonna hit her with a fucking roundhouse kick to her fucking nose. Fuck out of here.
This nigga said a roundhouse kick. Hell no.
But nah, I mean, yeah, so women, we want to let y'all know that we are on to y'all little harsh ass games.
Hell yeah. Even though it's
on these ploys to motherfucking break our hearts.
Even though we know about it, that shit still stings like fuck.
Yeah.
Wait. I got one more question on that topic too and shit. Y'all ever been into it with y'all girl and she be like doing all the little messy shit? Like you be asking her questions, she be like, the hell you asking me for and shit? Y'all ain't never got that shit?
Yo, no, to back off that, yo. I remember one time I was making my girl like, I was like annoying. I was doing some shit, I forgot what we was doing. I think we had to argue about something. I remember I'm not too fond of her dog like that and shit. So I remember one time, I'm laying in the bed, alright, and then I don't like dogs like that and shit. So one time, and she know I don't like her dog like that. So one time I was in the bed asleep or whatever. So her dog, she had let her dog in the bed and shit. So she kept like pointing at me like look his face. And I'm sleeping and shit. So I kind of woke up. I was like, who the fuck up? The bed got heavier and shit.
Oh, y'all choosing some freak shit.
No, not no freak. You stupid ass. No, nigga. Let me.
Okay, go.
So, anyways and shit. If I hop on his ass. Anyways, yo. So the dog, she kept like trying to get the dog to lick my face and shit, but the dog kind of slow. So she had tapped me on my head. So I kind of like woke up. I'm like, I know what the fuck she doing. So she finally got the dog was looking the shit inside of my head. I was so fucking angry. I woke up pissed, like, what the fuck are you doing, yo? And she said, what the fuck you, like, yo, she knew that shit was gonna piss me off. You know when a person laughs like that, that she knew that shit made me so fucking angry.
That's the pure fucking, just
like, got you, nigga. I was so fucking tight.
Like, what you gonna do about it? She licked your face.
Yeah, like, what you gonna do, nigga? Yeah,
down,
facts.
Bro. Hell yeah. But nah, moving along and shit. So, now we want to get to some more topics that's not so personal to us and shit, and kind of away from this, our ladies and our relationships and shit. Back into some music shit, because we all was just seeing what just happened within the Grammys and shit. Who just won that shit?
Cardi just won Album of the Year.
Oh yeah, no, not it. Cardi won Rap Song of the Year. And Cardi won Album of the Year. So that's the most asinine shit in the world.
Clown ass shit. And no disrespect to Cardi, because Cardi been doing her motherfucking thing and shit. And her album was actually dope. But nah, B. Nah, I can't see it, B.
Yeah, everyone know the Album of the Year should have been Nipsey Hussle. Like, Victory Lap had the best. It was the overall best project. It definitely should have. It should have won a Grammy based on even being nominated. Like, I don't even feel like Cardi album was like top to bottom of heaven. She had nothing but singles and shit. Like, but her filler tracks was just terrible as hell and shit.
It was a solid project, but it wasn't Album of the Year.
What was that shit?
Nowhere near.
What was her album even about, bro? Like, we know the theme about Victory Lap. We know what the fuck was Cardi album about and shit?
Starting and living life and shit.
It was called Invasion of Privacy though. How does that go with the overall album?
Starting and living life and shit.
Yeah,
I mean that's. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck right there. I don't know how to do with the fucking track list. But yeah. But it was a cool album. That shit. I don't know.
That's the album.
I wouldn't have did it.
That album shows what happens when you play ball with everybody that you're supposed to play ball with.
No, bro, I'm gonna tell you what that album shows. It's not even about playing ball. It's about the wrong people judging these fucking award shows.
Yo, but she,
hold on.
Go ahead.
But I'm saying because the wrong people judging these award shows. It's not about who had the most. Like they don't have hip hop minds picking these awards and shit. They got people who are more so concerned with the popularity of an artist, the popularity of a single, the popularity of the overall album and shit. Like, yeah, her album was popular and it was crossing over, but overall, album-wise and overall structure-wise and overall, like, how good the project was.
It didn't have an impact.
Yeah, it didn't have no fucking impact at all and shit. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they was judging it based on, like, if you just give a Chinese person and just tell them, like, yo, pick the album of the year, they're like, oh, Cardi, because they heard Cardi before and shit. But, like, they don't know who Nipsey Hussle. They know Cardi and Childish Gambino. They don't know anybody else. And Drake and shit.
Yeah, but I think even Nipsey probably would say that. Even to be recognized or nominated for a fucking Grammy, that shit is major as hell.
Yeah, it's major, but I'm just saying.
Especially for a person like him where he came from and shit.
Yeah, but that's not the beef that I have. The beef I have is, like, pick the right fucking people, though.
But
that's what I just said, though. But when you play ball, my bad,
But are we really surprised, though, that she won that?
Hell yeah.
I ain't.
I'm not either.
She should have won it last year when Bodak Yellow was out.
But no, she didn't have an album out.
She didn't have an album out.
You know, she's still, this first album is still her rookie year and shit.
That literally, like I just said, that's what happened when you play ball, G.
I don't think it's...
When you play ball, dog, and you around the right people, shit like this happens. Like, let's call a spade a spade. If Cardi wasn't with the team that she was with or backed by Atlantic, we wouldn't be on this Cardi wave as hard. Cardi ain't even the same person that she was when she first started rapping and shit. Cardi ain't nowhere near the same way.
No, she's on a whole nother level right now. Yeah, bro, she's still the same person though.
She down there rap pop and shit. At first she was just straight rapping shit. She borderline rapping pop now and shit. Keeping it.
I kind of disagree with that line and shit.
How come?
Because Cardi's still ratchet ass Cardi B.
But he's saying she is still
that's
rap
what I'm
pop.
saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about that playing ball shit. Only because Cardi has been controversial as shit, like all of last year.
But look at
that's not playing ball. Cardi got mad court cases against her, lawsuits against her right now, and she got like 3 lawsuits against her right now.
That don't mean nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That she hasn't been PC. She ain't been playing.
You don't have to be PC to play ball.
No. But like you're saying, she's going against her own morals and what she believes in just to win all these awards.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying when I'm saying she playing ball, I'm basically saying she's talking to the right people. She's her music and everything else is touching the right people and shit.
That's just good business.
Because what I think, I don't think it's a politic thing that got her the album.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
Yeah, I don't think that's what caused it. I think what happened is the same shit. You got the wrong people judging the damn art. You got people like you ever been at work and then like a white person actually like talk to you about hip hop and they just start talking about Cardi. Like they'll know about Cardi, but just like they'll know about it on some surface level.
Right.
They're not gonna know who Nipsey Hussle is and shit. She getting that look because her music can touch like that unknown, like
how Nicki Minaj was.
Yeah, that surface level. Not even a fan. They just know about you because you popular in pop culture and shit. But you're not an actual. You don't have a cohesive album. It's like you're a mega star. You're like a Britney Spears of rap and shit, and they can fuck with you that way and shit.
But Nicki was the same way and didn't win that shit at all and shit.
And Nicki, I think Cardi's more likable too, though, because people like her personality as well.
Fact.
Playing ball.
It's not necessarily playing ball. She's winning like shit just because of her likeness. She's being truthful to herself, and
that's true too.
That don't mean she's playing ball. Playing ball is pretty much saying she's kissing ass.
That's why I like her, yo, because ultimately she has always been herself. Yeah. Like she a little ratchet chick from New York.
Well, I didn't say you had to kiss ass to play ball.
Super ratchet chick from New York.
No, but I'm saying to play ball, you pretty much got to kiss ass. To get
when I say playing ball, I mean you in business or you in talks with the right people and shit. That's what I say.
That's not playing ball. She's just having good business.
She's making great business choices and shit.
No,
but I'm saying playing ball really much is you going by
you going out your way to be successful.
Yes, that's playing ball.
Facts. That's like when Kanye got with Designer and he was like Taylor still doing the whole sound and shit, like the future. He was playing ball to steal that fucking sound and shit.
So just to give the category real quick, so best rap album was Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, Mac Miller, Swimming, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap, Pusha T, Daytona, and Travis Scott, Astroworld.
Yeah, she was number 4. Easy.
Nah, I say she's number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah, I'm saying personally she's probably number 5. But
actually listen to no, she's number 4.
No, I'm saying personally, yeah, she's like number 5. She's not number 4 personally. But out of all the what causing the most, that had the most single, like
impact,
the most, like she had more impact than all of them.
Yeah, she had more impact than
I mean not than Nipsey Hussle, but
now that's another thing I just thought of. If they judge it on impact alone, her album had more impact than every album.
Yeah, and that pushed her network. She's worth $100 million now.
Maybe it's not based on the structure. It's based on your overall impact on the genre itself and shit.
Yeah,
I guess if you make a fucking album of singles and shit, is that the cheat code?
But
Yeah,
still,
that's exactly the cheat code.
Not just that. She's been on hits. She's been featured on hits.
She popping. I'm not saying she not popping. I'm not even saying she not talented. I'm not saying the project is trash.
Yeah.
I like the project personally. What I'm saying is, out of the albums you just named, she's not the best.
But
and she's far from the best.
I know that, but I understand why she won though.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked that she won.
Well, if I'm thinking about impact, maybe they thought because like Nipsey, he's impacting within hip hop culture, but he's not bridging it.
Yeah, facts.
And same with who was it, Mac Miller and
Pusha T and Travis Scott.
And Pusha T, that was damn near EP. That's why I said she number 4 because I wouldn't even put Pusha T on there.
Shit, damn near Travis should have won that shit. We think about impact.
That's what I'm saying.
Was way bigger than any record Cardi.
No, it wasn't. She had like 10 more hits on the fucking billboards.
I know Sicko Mode was a hit.
He got 1. She got like 10 features and then plus her own music.
I'm just talking about from the album.
But I'm saying from my album, she's Bodak Yellow on the album.
But that shit was last.
I like it like that.
I like it like that was on
Ring
the album.
ring.
Money and shit.
Money, yeah.
Yeah, so she got more stuff.
I guess he deserved that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, yo.
Hell yeah.
Even though I personally wanted Nipsey Hussle to win it, if not Nipsey, probably Travis, and not Travis, Pusha T.
Hold on. So, I mean, our last topic is shit. So, do we think does winning the Grammy actually help an artist, either sell more records or become a bigger artist and shit?
Yes or no?
I don't think so.
I was just finna say that shit. It's just like working a job. That shit it look good on your resume. That's it, fam.
Or is it a case by case basis though?
Yeah, so case by case, like what the fuck?
Because when Lauryn Hill won that shit took her to the whole.
But
next
no,
level.
but she didn't capitalize off of it.
Yeah,
she didn't capitalize off of it.
It didn't take her to the next level because she did nothing else after that.
Let me tell you
Facts.
why though. She been touring and she been literally after because she ain't win R&B album or hip hop album. She won album of the year. She's the first hip hop artist to ever win album of the year for a hip hop album and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She been touring off of this one album for like 30 years and shit.
20 years.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I can't see that. I can't see that that album having any less momentum without the Grammy. And I feel the same.
I agree with Trey. Oh yeah.
So you think the Miseducation Lauryn Hill would be less popping than it is now if she didn't get a Grammy?
Yes, I'm saying amongst the mass.
Yeah, masses, not just black folks. Like, would it be able to some of the songs that cross over, not to just our audience, but to like
y'all are aware that the reason she got it because it was already popping because people loved it already.
Yeah, in the culture that dictates the influence and shit, of course.
In the time where white music thrived in the Grammys.
Yeah.
Do you niggas hear yourselves right now?
But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure like you can go and like look up the stats. I'm pretty sure she sold a lot more albums after she won the Grammys.
Hell yeah, because would she be able to still? Would they keep her in rotation? Would they add her to like movies and all this shit?
I'm just gonna say I sternly disagree with you niggas on that specific one. We can move forward. Like what other examples do you have?
No, I'm saying, but after she won a Grammy, her
I
album.
just said I sternly disagree with you.
No, but I'm saying,
what other examples do you have?
But I'm saying, no. I'm saying, but
sternly and shit.
No, but after she won a Grammy, her album went diamond and shit. She won a Grammy.
And then like she got so much play after because like when she won a Grammy, it was so many stories. Like Lauryn Hill was the first artist, the first hip hop artist to ever.
So you niggas just gonna just keep talking about this and shit?
Yeah, because you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. You niggas are completely wrong.
What we said is like, before.
So y'all telling me that she would not have won diamond if she didn't win a Grammy?
No, she would have won platinum.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. She went the fuck out of here. What other artists do you have in mind, DeAndre?
Another one. I mean, she went. I mean, you can Google all that shit. It's facts.
That has nothing to do. I mean, technically the question is rhetorical and shit. It's some shit that
how that rhetorical?
Because we can't answer a question from something that we can't get an answer from.
But it's their stats. They even said after she won a Grammy, she went diamond.
All right, fuck it. Moving on.
Wait. Not even moving on. Are you talking about off that subject or off?
We still on the same subject.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'll say another person. Well, didn't Donald Glover, didn't he win a Grammy?
No, I was thinking Macklemore and shit. Because I think he won his Grammy. His career didn't do anything after that shit. It actually kind of hurt him after that.
It got worse.
So pissed after that shit.
Yeah, it got worse. He won the year they...
he got scrutinized, went straight to drugs.
Oh, he on drugs?
No, he ain't on drugs.
He was on drugs.
Yo, he was probably on drugs during that whole thing, but he did try to come back out when he did that song with, not Jam Master Jay, he passed away, but... He did a song with one of them like old school rappers.
Yeah, when
that shit ain't pop off at all.
When he was gone for that little stunt, he said it. He was battling drug addiction and shit like that.
I'm saying, but after all that success, when he won that off that album, he dropped another song with MC Herc. I forgot them old ass. Cool Herc. Yeah, he dropped a fucking record with them. And that shit ain't blow up. It's supposed to. He had the formula for that record to blow up, but it didn't.
That's disrespectful. Let's take a Cool Herc laid out the foundation. Nigga can't.
I don't give no fuck. Name one record that he did. Fuck out of here.
Herc and them boys. Shit.
Hell no. No.
That's a solid guess and shit. I believe
that shit. We've been pretty damn long-winded this episode and shit, so I'm gonna pretty much wrap up episode 6 and shit. We fucking long as hell and shit.
What's the time?
We have fucking an hour and 20 and shit. But no, that's gonna wrap up episode 6. I'm your host Trey. Najee ass over there.
Here. Technically got someone to reach us at though.
But yeah, you can reach us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Make sure you get on iTunes. You comment. You subscribe. You download that shit. Also, you like us on Facebook. And you comment and engage and all that shit.
Boom, boom.
And we signing off.
Get them, Dre.
Yep.
Peace out.